a big part of me is equal parts excited about putting stuff out on the internet and also terrified. Just because I'm like, mob mentality on the internet is so real.
Well, have any of you ever gotten the mob? I've gotten it once.
Yeah, no, I have not yet.
Have you gotten a mob?
Not really, no.
Okay, can I even tell this story?
Wait a second. Is it what I think it is?
Reddit.
Is this about the church?
No.
Okay. Well, just think about what you're going to say before you say it.
All right. Well, I'll just tell the story, and if you want to cut it later, you can. So,
I love how I turned into a parent. Like, just think about your decisions.
Just
So,
pray about it before you.
Pray about
I
it.
would. Again, how do I go about even talking about this? I was on the _Donald back when that was a subreddit.
Okay, so subreddits are basically like forums where you can post. And yes, I know this
Donald
story.
Trump, during his campaign, people started an ironic subreddit that really took off. And I don't know if it was like half ironic. It was like half ironic memes, half like actual supporters. Eventually,
basically,
it was like a huge hub of his supporters.
It was basically just like a bunch of Republicans with MAGA hats on the internet. Do it every time.
Yeah. Republicans
and
celebrating.
But it was
on
Republicans and PD.
Okay. So I would like drop in there in
good.
the same way that I would drop into like the r/incel, just to peek in and like look at what's going on in there and just observe them like it's a zoo.
Yeah. It's kind of like 4chan.
Okay.
You don't visit it regularly. You just
I've actually never been on 4chan. I'm afraid to go there.
I was on 4chan, and my I have an accountability partner, VPN, on my phone, guys, because I care about connecting with Jesus and being accountable to another human being. I was on 4chan because I was reading some COVID-19 theories, and my accountability partner texted me so fast. He's like, "What's going on, man? What's going on?" I was like, I was just setting red flags, and I was like, "Dude, I'm sorry. I found out the government was involved in Bill Clinton. And Bill Gates and all these things, and I just wanted to do some more research on the dark web." But back to your story. So you're on the Donald.
It happens.
Yeah. So I mean, back then I was like doing whatever I thought would get me Reddit karma. So I remember I was at a Ted Cruz rally. Because I would just, if there was a political rally, it just looks fun. I'm like, I want to go and like pretend to be super into it. So yeah. One of Ted Cruz's
social experiment.
staffers came up to me and they were like, "Are you voting for Ted in the next election?" And I was like, "Well, I'm too young, but I'm gonna vote him in for a second term." And just like the most tongue-in-cheek thing I've ever said in my life, but they thought I was serious, and I was like,
"That sounds very, very sitcom-y." Like I feel like this is what a sitcom teen would say at like a rally.
But it's so fun because they're all so proud of you too. And
wow, yeah.
So later on the Donald, so this is back when I was like trying to get karma all the time. I reused that same thing. I was like, "I'm 16 and I can't vote for Donald this time around." But and then I got a bunch of karma for that. But then, so the Muslim ban happens, and I'm thinking, they would love to have one of their own. This is horrible.
I know this one. Say it.
So I went to Google and I typed in Muslim Trump supporter. I could not find any pictures, but what I did find was a Hispanic guy who looked close enough. So I stole this picture from Google Images and I posted it on the Donald, and I said something like, "Proud Muslim checking in, hashtag MAGA," or something, because I knew that they'd be like, "Oh, we got one! Wow, we're not racist.
We got one."
And then like, of course.
I've never queued anything that perfect.
That was beautiful.
So of course it gets like 10,000 upvotes, and I'm in the comments, and it's hilarious. People are like,
people think it's a Muslim Trump supporter. They're eating it up.
I know I still have that post on my phone, but I was just in the comments like hashtag MAGA, hashtag no breaks.
Wait a second.
Oh, no brakes was a thing that they would say a lot. They're like, "This train's going and there are no brakes." And there was also like
Not stop it.
it was a very fun subreddit to participate in sometimes.
Hold on,
Wow.
hold on. I gotta say it. I'm gonna go on the record. If you're over, I'm gonna say 30, you shouldn't be allowed to use hashtags. You shouldn't be allowed to use them. You shouldn't be allowed to make up one. We should outlaw. We should outlaw any kind of wedding hashtags. None of that. I don't care how witty you think you are.
Yeah.
Hashtag no brain.
So I was just like in the comments, I was like dunking on the libs. I was
Yeah.
just playing the part. I was having so much fun doing this.
Don't say it.
That's so good.
PD saying dunking on the. Okay, look, we're from South Carolina, but we're not from that deep of the South. Like,
Yeah.
you just
Yeah,
met.
we're not that deep.
We're just talking it. All right.
This in no way reflects my political affiliations. I just want to say
That's
I was
beautiful.
having
You're
a
a-
fun method acting experiment in which I was like a community hero for a day.
You're a champion for Republican minorities.
Yes, and so what happens is there's so much attention on that subreddit from like other, like like from like more liberal subreddits. So they will like brigade, and they they went through my post history.
Yeah.
And they
no.
found a clip of me doing stand-up. And then I had like articles and stuff like white comedian pretends to be Muslim on Reddit.
Oh man.
And
Articles?
or it was just like Reddit posts from other subreddits.
Oh yeah. White
Okay.
comedian poses is. Oh my gosh, man.
And I thought it was hilarious. And I'd be like, I was trolling them. And they'd be like, shut up.
No.
I was just seeing how gullible they were. And they're like, no, you're helping.
Man.
Yeah, you're part of the problem.
I don't think I've ever
that's-
told that story on the record before.